So at the Ronald McDonald House of Chicagoland in Northwest Indiana, we believe that when a child is sick, that whole family is sick. So we exist so that family can get better together. We do that with 172 rooms throughout the Chicagoland area, providing housing and meals for families so that they can stay together and close to their child in the hospital.
I can't say enough about the Ronald McDonald House and what it did for me and what it continues to do for me and my family and many other families throughout the U.S., but specifically in the Chicagoland area. My journey is with Ronald McDonald House started before my son was born. My son is Keegan James Lawrence. He was born in April of 2015. And in 2015, before he was born, the doctors gave us some bad news. They said, based on the ultrasounds and some tests they had done, that Keegan had a congenital heart failure, a rare defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome, or HLHS. And the medical team, they said they would have to do a series of 3 open heart surgeries in order to repair his heart that was not fully developed. It took some amazing, miraculous work by a team of cardiologists and nurses and specialists at Lurie's Children's Hospital in Chicago. My wife and I, we felt we were up to the challenge because we put it in their hands. But in working not just with the medical professionals, but working with the family specialists at that hospital, they said, you'll also have to take care of yourself. And I didn't know exactly what they meant. And they said, it'll dawn on you, you'll have to think about the logistics of this. And like I said, the medical care was in the hands of the doctors, but what about us? And they said, well, you'll need a place to stay and you'll need food. And I thought, well, we have jobs. And my wife, kind of nudged me and said, no, Craig, like, we're going to want to be by his bedside every day, every minute.
At each of those facilities, the families get a private bedroom and kitchen areas as well. So mom and dad, in order to take care of their sick child, they have to first take care of themselves. So we are providing a home away from home for those families so that mom and dad can keep up on their sleep, so that mom and dad can continue to eat, to make sure that they take care of themselves.
And who wants to stay in a hospital for 3 months or 4 months or years? Some people stay over a year in the McDonald House, people we met. Bouncing around from hotels was not an option, and trying to prepare our own meals was not an option. And so the family specialist said, we will pair you up at the Ronald McDonald House. You'll be right near the hospital, and you'll be able to get a warm home-cooked meal in the evening, and you'll have a quiet place to stay. And we jumped at that opportunity, and like I said, it was a lifesaver.
In addition to the Ronald McDonald House providing those housing and meals, it provides a sense of community. Because families that come and stay at the Ronald McDonald House, they're all going through a very challenging time with a medical journey for their child. And when they come and stay at the house, they're surrounded by other families that are going through that same journey. And because of that, they lean on each other, they support each other, they get each other through some very challenging times.
At a certain point, my daughter came and joined us at the McDonald House. So once the dust had settled after Keegan's first surgery, he had a long road of recovery ahead of him, and my daughter ended up moving into the Ronald McDonald House with us. She was 3 years old at the time, and Delaney discovered fast friends there. She was shy before that experience, but in the children's playroom, she met other kids that she could play with. And then in the kitchen, they would have events for the kids in the evening. So she was baking cookies with other kids, and we were meeting other families. They were doing arts and crafts projects.
The environment at the house becomes a home away from home for those families. Not only are we providing them with a place of comfort and care, but again, they're being surrounded by other family members that are going through the same medical journey that they have. Because of that, they're there to support each other.
Keegan's 8 now, and my daughter Delaney, she's 11, and he's a healthy, happy baby boy, or no longer a baby, I should say. He's a healthy and happy big boy. And so Keegan, he's doing all the great things that you would expect from an 8-year-old. He's mischievous, he gets into trouble. He loves to ride his bike around the neighborhood, play with the kids, play with his big sister. Keegan's healthy. He's doing gymnastics, tumbling classes. He's in swim lessons. He's taken ice skating lessons. And Keegan and Delaney both enjoy Irish dancing, where they take lessons each week, learning Irish dancing. I work at Wheaton Warrenville South High School. I literally work in Grange Hall. My office is in the Grange wing of the building. I coach at Grange Field, where I coach cross country and track and field. And so I know the Grange way. And so as I think about Red Grange and what this event means and what this award means, I know the history of Red Grange because it's imparted in my job for the past 20 years. I've learned about the great man that was Red Grange. Red Grange was the son of a single parent. He was raised by a single parent father because his mother passed when he was really young. And so Red Grange had his own hardships that he had overcome. He represents all that's great in terms of toughness, but he also represents someone who had to overcome and persevere. And I think about the families that have to persevere, the families that stay at the Ronald McDonald House. And I also think about how as a community people came together and helped with Red Grange, helped raise him. And I also think about the people who have to come together and help support their community members by supporting the Red Grange Award, but also supporting the great charity of the Ronald McDonald House. I've had a chance to work with various charities throughout my life, and I can say nothing is more powerful to me than what the Ronald McDonald House has done for me and what I hope to give back to the Ronald McDonald House, and I hope you can too.
We can't do what we do without the support of our community, without the support of our donors, and without the support of our volunteers.
The families are there getting the greatest care possible. We're so fortunate to live in an area that has such amazing medical staff, but the families also need us to help out because they need that home away from home, and donations can really provide for them during really the most difficult time in my life, and I know families would say the same.